Deep in the heart of ancient cultures, a tradition whispers on the wind. It is a faint echo of a time when the world was a different place, a time when the stories of a people were not written in books but etched into their very skin. It's a tradition as old as time, a story etched in skin. These tattoos are more than mere decorations, they are symbols of identity, heritage, and the passage of time. Women with faces adorned in intricate tattoos bear the weight of their ancestors on their skin. Each line and curve tells a tale of bravery, love, and survival. These tattoos are not just markings, they are a living testament to a rich history and a deep connection to their roots. They are a visual language, a form of communication that transcends words. But this ancient practice, passed down from mother to daughter for generations, is slowly fading. The hands that once held the tools of this art are growing still, and the stories they tell are at risk of being forgotten. The world is changing, and with it, the traditions that have defined cultures for centuries are disappearing. Modernity encroaches on the old ways, and the young are drawn to new forms of expression. In this journey we will delve into the world of these women. We will sit with them, listen to their stories, and understand the deep significance of their tattoos. We will explore the stories behind their tattoos. Each design, each symbol, holds a meaning that is personal, yet universal, a connection to the past, and a message for the future. We will discover the significance of this dying art form. We will see how it has shaped the lives of these women and their communities, and how it continues to influence them even as it fades. Join me as we travel to remote corners of the world, where time seems to stand still. We will visit villages untouched by modernity, where the old ways still hold sway. Let us unravel the mysteries of these fading traditions. We will uncover the layers of history, culture, and personal stories that are woven into the fabric of these communities. Let us listen to the stories etched on the faces of these extraordinary women before they are lost forever. Their tattoos are more than just art, they are a legacy that deserves to be remembered and cherished. Imagine a time when stories weren't written in books. They were etched onto skin, passed down through generations like precious heirlooms. For the indigenous women of various cultures, face tattoos are more than just body art. They are a living library, each line and symbol a chapter in their tribe's history. In the Amazon rainforest, the elders speak of powerful female warriors. Their faces, adorned with tattoos, instilled fear in their enemies. These markings were a symbol of strength, courage, and power. In the mountains of Southeast Asia, the tattoos tell stories of spirits and ancestors. They believe that these markings protect them from evil and guide them on their life's journey. Each culture has its own unique story to tell, its own interpretation of the world etched onto the faces of its women. The decision to get a facial tattoo was never taken lightly. It was a rite of passage, a physical manifestation of a woman's place in her community. The tattoos often marked significant milestones in a woman's life. For some, the tattoos signified their coming of age, their transition into womanhood. The intricate designs, applied with painstaking care, symbolized their readiness for marriage and motherhood. For others, the tattoos were a mark of their social standing, their role within the tribe's hierarchy. These markings were not merely decorative, they were a language, a way of communicating their identity to the world. They were a symbol of belonging, a visible connection to their ancestors and their heritage. The beauty of these facial tattoos lies not just in their intricate designs but also in their depth of meaning. Each symbol, each line, each dot tells a story, revealing layers of cultural significance. The lotus flower, often seen in Southeast Asian tattoos, represents purity and enlightenment. The spiral, a common motif in many indigenous cultures, symbolizes the journey of life, death, and rebirth. Animal symbols, such as the eagle or the bear, represent strength, courage, and wisdom. Understanding the language of these tattoos is like unlocking a secret code, revealing a world of ancient wisdom and beliefs. It's a glimpse into the very soul of a culture, a way of connecting with the past and understanding the present. Section 5. The Ritual, a Journey of Pain and Pride. The process of getting a facial tattoo was not for the faint of heart. It was a long and arduous process, often performed without the aid of modern anesthetics. It was a test of endurance, a physical and spiritual journey that demanded courage and resilience. The tools, often made from natural materials like bone or thorns, were dipped in ink made from plants and soot. The tattoo artist, usually a respected elder within the community, would then meticulously apply the ink to the skin. The pain was excruciating, but the women endured it with stoic determination. It was a rite of passage, a test of their strength and their commitment to their heritage. The pain was temporary, but the tattoos were a permanent reminder of their identity and their place in the world. Meeting the women who bear these tattoos is an unforgettable experience. Each tattoo tells a story, a narrative woven into the very fabric of their skin. These women are not just bearers of ink, they are the custodians of a rich cultural heritage that spans generations. Their faces, weathered by time and etched with stories, are a testament to a life lived in accordance with ancient traditions. Every line and curve of their tattoos speaks of rites of passage, of battles fought and won, of love and loss, and of the unbreakable bond with their ancestors. Maria, an elder of her tribe in the Amazon, shared her story with a gentle smile. Her eyes sparkled with the wisdom of ages, and her voice carried the weight of countless generations. She spoke of the rituals that marked her youth, the ceremonies that connected her to the spirits of the forest, and the legacy she hopes to pass on to her grandchildren. Her tattoos, she explained, were a gift from her grandmother, a symbol of her lineage and her connection to the spirits of the forest. Each mark was carefully chosen, each design imbued with meaning, representing her family's history and their deep relationship with nature. Across the world, in a remote village in Southeast Asia, I met with Annika. Her village, nestled among lush greenery, seemed like a world untouched by time. Annika's tattoos were striking, each one a bold statement of her identity and her place within her community. Her tattoos, she told me, were a source of pride, a visible reminder of her cultural identity in a rapidly changing world. She spoke of the challenges her community faces, the pressures to conform to modernity, and the importance of holding on to their traditions. These women are the keepers of their culture, the living embodiment of traditions passed down through centuries. They perform rituals, tell stories, and teach the younger generations, ensuring that their heritage remains alive and vibrant. Their stories are both humbling and inspiring, reminding us of the power of human resilience and the importance of preserving cultural heritage. In their faces, we see the echoes of the past and the promise of the future, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. Sadly, the tradition of facial tattooing is fading fast. The younger generation, influenced by modernization and globalized beauty standards, is opting out of this ancient practice. They see these tattoos as outdated, a relic of the past that has no place in their modern lives. The allure of city life, with its promise of progress and opportunity, is drawing young people away from their traditional villages. They are embracing new identities, new dreams, and new ways of expressing themselves. The elders watch with heavy hearts as the tradition they hold sacred slowly fades away. They fear that the stories etched on their faces will one day be forgotten, lost in the relentless march of time. The decline of facial tattooing is a microcosm of a global phenomenon. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, as cultures collide and blend, ancient traditions are struggling to survive. Modernization, with its emphasis on individualism and globalization, often comes at the expense of traditional values and customs. The rise of social media, with its global reach and homogenized beauty standards, further exacerbates this trend. The pressure to conform, to fit in with the dominant culture, is immense. For many young people, abandoning their traditional practices is seen as a necessary step towards assimilation and acceptance in the modern world. The disappearance of facial tattooing is a loss not just for the communities that practice it, but for humanity as a whole. These tattoos are more than just marks on the skin. They are symbols of identity, heritage, and the deep connection between generations. It is a loss of cultural diversity, a tapestry of human expression that has been woven over centuries, now at risk of unraveling. A loss of ancient wisdom, the kind of knowledge that is not written in books but lived and breathed through daily practices and rituals, and a loss of a unique form of artistic expression, where each line and dot tells a story, each design a chapter in the history of a people. It is imperative that we recognize the importance of preserving these fading traditions. They are the threads that connect us to our past and guide us into the future. We must support the efforts of indigenous communities to revitalize their cultural practices and pass on their knowledge to future generations. This is not just about preserving the past, but about enriching the future. Documenting these traditions, whether through photography, film, or digital media or written word, is crucial. These records serve as a bridge between generations, ensuring that the wisdom of the past is not lost to time. Creating spaces for cultural exchange where indigenous communities can share their stories and traditions with the world is equally important. These interactions foster understanding and respect, building a more inclusive world. The fading ink on the faces of these women is a stark reminder of the fragility of cultural heritage. Each fading line is a call to action, urging us to act before it is too late. It is a call to action, a plea to protect and preserve the traditions that make our world so rich and diverse. We must listen to this call and respond with urgency and dedication. By doing so, we honor the legacy of those who came before us and ensure that their stories continue to be told, their wisdom shared, and their art celebrated for generations to come.